I'm not saying it.
Good morning, and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. I'll explain in a moment. This is show number 97. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, executive producer, show creator, and definitely wise guy, my son, Matt.
And someone who's never good enough.
What do you mean you're never good enough?
You, always critiquing.
I was not critiquing.
Yep.
I just said that now that when we started the show, I did not have a monitor in front of me. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't see when we were ready. So he started the whole thing where he goes, and we're live, which was my cue to go. Now that we have a beautiful monitor in front of me, you'd think I could see what camera's on. But now that we have a monitor, I said, I don't really need you to say I'm live. And he said, all right, I'm doing it anymore.
I thought I had created a thing. I thought the show started when Matt Braley said, and we're live.
You did.
I looked at my watch as if my watch, for some reason, keeps track of
97 shows.
Yes, but we've done 97 shows. I thought it was a thing. And honestly, my content mind, I thought, hey, like 500 shows from now, I'm going to be able to make a montage of me going, and we're live, and we're live, and we're live, and we're live. And then it was going to be you going, and it's show number 1, show number 2.
I'd like to have it back.
Now it's over. Now it's going to be 96, and we're live, and 1, I'm not saying it.
No.
And after that, it's going to be, I quit.
I was just making a comment that I really didn't, I shouldn't have said it. I should not have said it. I shouldn't.
Here we are.
I want it back. Do you want it back?
I was debating whether or not to sit with the camera on you and just see how long you went with how. But I was like, nah, I don't want to. That'd be really awkward.
Yeah. Let the people vote. All right? Do you want it back where he starts the show by saying, and we're live? Or do you want me to just...
Or is it stupid and should Matt quit?
No.
And we find a new producer.
No. It is show number 97. We have a good show planned for you today. Our goal is to simply start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do here, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are obviously live and arguing here on YouTube, but we're also available on your favorite podcast apps. So be sure to check that out. And don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, birthdays, anniversary shout-outs, Feel Good Friday stories. We have one today at 774-473-9910. 774-473-9910. Coming up, it's Feel Good Friday. We have a couple of stories for you. Football picks for Week 9. A new feature starts today called Foodie Friday. And clever relationship hacks the happiest couples use. I agree with almost most of these. One is like, really? Does that work? So, I don't know, we'll get to that. It is Friday, November 5th. We changed the clocks this weekend. Don't forget, it's when you go to bed Saturday night, turn your clock back 1 hour. So we gain an hour's sleep.
Yay, the only positive that comes out of this.
If you want to be official, you make the change at 2 a.m. Sunday. So let's see. If you work, because I used to work this shift every now and then, overnight on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. So...
Ooh, you have to work an extra hour.
You do work an extra hour this week.
But you get paid for it. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, in the spring, when you turn the clocks ahead, you actually work less of an hour, but you try to sneak it through HR.
Oh, okay.
So, no, I was here for 8 hours.
How are you going to tell? I showed up at midnight, and I left it at, what would it be? 9.
Midnight to 8 used to be
midnight to 8.
Shifts.
Okay,
Yeah.
So it's be like, so you tell me, how did I not work 8 hours, Deborah?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, 20 days until Thanksgiving, 45 days until Matt's birthday.
Hey.
50 days until Christmas, and 57 until the New Year. By the way, it's 101 till the Super Bowl, so they'll be blasting that out tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
That it's
100 days.
100 days away. It's National Donut Day, and why don't we have some on that desk?
It's a great point. It's because neither one of us wakes up early enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
National Love Your Red Hair Day. Do you know any redheads?
I do.
I think I know I know 2 or 3.
So. Two or three?
2 or 3.
I feel like you would know more. I don't know. You just know a lot of people.
That's true.
Just the numbers game. I feel like a lot of them would be redheads.
That's true.
Yeah.
But only like 3 come to mind right now.
Oh,
but
all right.
National Love Your Red Hair Day, and it's also National Jersey Friday. We started this.
Why do we not get credit? We should be paid royalties.
What, Labor Day weekend or whatever? We started this.
Yeah. This first weekend of football. I mean, to be honest, I'm sure we're not the first people that wore football jerseys on Friday.
Right. For Justin, this was the one day I was sure we were not going to have matching outfits.
Yeah,
But then you reminded me you do have a Larry Zonka jersey.
I do, because it was too small for you.
I bought it. Larry Zonka is my ultimate favorite football player of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on eBay and bought a Larry Zonka jersey from like South Korea.
Nice.
And I sized it wrong because they have their sizes different.
Well, just like jerseys that you don't buy from like official shops are always off.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I got the jersey, here I am all excited. I finally found a Larry Zonka jersey. I gave it to him, and I couldn't fit into that thing.
So now I got one. I'll probably, I don't know.
Never wear it.
Yeah, probably not.
On the date book for today, November 5th, 1639, the first post office in the colonies was set up in Massachusetts. On this day in 1940, Franklin Delano Roosevelt is reelected for president for an unprecedented third time, which you can't do anymore. On this day in 1955, or actually I should say, this is the date that Marty McFly returns to in Back to the Future. November 5th, 1955.
Gotcha.
1956, the Nat King Cole Show debuted on NBC, the first variety show hosted by an African-American. And on this day in 1996, Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter was unanimously chosen as the American League Rookie of the Year. Celebrity birthdays, Art Garfunkel of Simon & Garfunkel is 80. Basketball's Bill Walton, 69. Johnny Damon is 48. Nick Folk, still kicking for the Pats, right?
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team.
He's 37. Kevin Jonas is 34. And Odell Beckham Jr., who I have a story about in a moment, is 29 today. So who's in the chats? I see some good mornings here.
Yeah, we got some people here. Justin's here. Gary said TGIF.
Yes.
Let's see. Diane said, hi, all. Looking forward to Foodie Friday because given all our previous conversations, we all have strong feelings and fondness for food. Yes.
Oh,
very true.
Yep.
Let's see. Diane says, it does start with, and we're live, and it ends with peace. That's true, but not anymore.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
People, please vote. Should he come back with it's live?
Justin said, keep, and we're live. Thumbs up. Diane says in all caps, I want it back. Gail said, fabulous, funky. Wow, this is okay. Gail, keeping me on my toes in the beginning. Fabulous, funky football Friday.
Nice.
If I messed that up, it could have been very,
yes, it could.
Not PG.
Yep.
2 days until her birthday. Woo!
All right.
Let's see. Diane says happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Gail.
Maybe so that's Sunday, right?
We're going to start doing Sunday shows because we're going to miss it.
We're going to miss the birthday, so we'll be here.
Gail likes and we're live. Gary wants it back. So, see, all these people like it, yet you just had to open your mouth and hurt my pride.
I just try to make conversation in the house, and it blows up on me all the time, So,
but your idea of conversation is like, hey, you know that and we're live thing? It's stupid.
No, I didn't say
That's
that.
exactly how he said it.
It's not what I said.
And then he punched me in the face.
Do I have to get
my food?
Do I have to get Trish down here? I think she was there, right? When I said it?
She would back me up.
Oh.
She would back me up.
But are you going to disappoint the people if they want it back?
We'll see. We'll see. You hurt my feelings. Wow. You hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Okay, maybe I'll bring it back. We'll have to wait and see on Monday. And Diane said, her and Nate, total gingers.
Oh, that's right.
100%.
So I know two more.
So happy National, what was it, National Redhead Day?
Love your red hair day.
Love your red hair day. Yeah. Love it.
And Diane, do you love your red hair? I mean, have you ever had times when you're like, I wish my hair wasn't red? Did you ever go through that when you were younger?
Gail said, Marty returned 2 days before I was born. It was for your birth. That's why he went back.
He went back to see it, to meet you.
And that's it.
All right. Time for today's random question. And our random question is, what is your best example of buy it before you need it? What is your best example of buy it before you need it? And if you're thinking, what do you mean by that? Like a fire extinguisher is one thing I have on my list.
I love how you put fire extinguisher because I immediately pictured someone that was having a fire and had to go buy one. So their stove is just on fire and they're just running to Walmart and just waiting in the self-checkout line with a fire extinguisher. And they finally get their turn. Beep. And their card doesn't work. The person has to come over. You come back, your house is just ashes.
But you got one.
You know what? Pete was right.
So that's my answer. I don't know what you might say, but think about it. And let us know in the chat, sorry. Football picks, we both picked the Colts last night. Carson Wentz threw 3 touchdown passes. Jonathan Taylor rushed for 2 more. And the Colts beat the Jets 45-30 on Thursday Night Football. Now, here's the Odell Beckham story.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns currently plan to release Odell Beckham Jr., the wide receiver from Cleveland, today. If and when he clears waivers, because there's a whole process, he will become an unrestricted free agent, able to sign with any team. I recently read that Odell has a lot of respect for Bill Belichick, and Bill likes Odell.
Let me tell you something. Anytime any receiver of any caliber becomes available, the first story you will always see is he's going to the Patriots. Julio Jones. Everyone was like, he's going to the Patriots. Back in the Calvin Johnson days when he wasn't happy in Detroit, it was like, oh, he might come play with Tom Brady. Which that was the main reason, because everyone was like, oh, I could see him playing with Tom Brady.
Okay.
You know, and every now and then they're right. Like Antonio Brown, they were right. We got Brandon Cooks. I don't know if people predicted that one, but we got Brandon Cooks. That was kind of a big one.
We also got Ochocinco, but that didn't work out.
See, that's what also happens. Like, they go crazy about this. Like, oh, Patriots are definitely going to get this wide receiver. And then either we don't get them or it doesn't work out. I mean, like, Antonio Brown didn't work out.
Right.
He had one great game with us, but then all that other stuff happened.
All those issues, yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't really buy into, the Patriots might get him until he's wearing a jersey, scoring a touchdown.
I did hear an interesting comment this week from, is his name? No, it's not Brian. His name is Greer. He's the GM of my team, the Miami Dolphins. But he was actually talking about because everyone was talking about the Deshaun Watson possible trade. So reporters kept asking him, and he said, look, anytime a player of that caliber goes on the market, you have to investigate it. You have to look and see, would he work for us?
Because that's the job of the that's like they always say, like, the Patriots are looking into this player. Of course they're looking into this player.
They should.
It's Odell Beckham. You have to. I will say that wherever he goes, if he's getting thrown the ball, I mean, he's still an elite player. He just hasn't been thrown the ball.
Yeah.
So I still think he's capable of a lot. Listen, I would love to see him on the Pats. I feel like the Pats rarely get superstar caliber players.
Yeah, you're right.
Which makes me kind of worry. Like, a big person, that's the thing you have to worry about with someone like Odell, is a big personality. You know, that's like I was worried about the Antonio Brown thing, and it ended up
and the Ochocinco
happening.
thing.
Yeah,
it's like
big personalities
fit into the Patriots' way.
Big personalities can be a kryptonite for a team. That's just true, especially a team like the Patriots that has always been, even with the greatest quarterback ever to play the game, it's always been a team football kind of program. Yeah.
So those of you in New England, look forward to a whole week of Odell Beckham speculation.
Yeah.
Okay. So
listen. He can come our way, but he better leave the BS behind. That's all I'm saying. Mac Jones has got something good going.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Week 9 football picks. We are already 1-0.
I was reading chats. Did you say the Colts won last night?
Yes.
Okay.
They did.
So we're already 1-0. Look at that. All right. Let me put our records on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not interesting at all, but. We're tied. 77-45.
Loser buys the winner. Now, the original plan was loser buys the winner at Chipotle.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Because we always, love going to Chipotle, but
we may have a new burrito place.
Yes.
But we'll save that.
Okay. All
right. Starting it off. Browns and the Bengals.
Browns and the Bengals. And again, we haven't looked at these, studied them, come up with anything. Browns and Bengals. Did the Bengals have a great game last week, or did they get clobbered? I can't remember. I know
they lost to the Jets. It was the Jets, right? Didn't they lose to the Jets? Yes. I think so, yeah.
Bengals and Browns.
They still put up a lot of points. They just lost to the Jets.
I'll go with the Bengals bouncing back.
Yeah, same. And by the way, for anybody, Justin, that says, hey, Matt, you got to pick differently. First off, I've said it before. That's not how you do picks. You follow your heart, your brain. Yeah. Whatever you think is going to happen. Right. But also, a lot of the times, I highlight my team before you even pick.
Oh.
It just seems like I'm always picking second.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
I'm just saying. Maybe we'll go back and forth. So Broncos, Cowboys. I'm going with the Cowboys.
I'll go with the Cowboys also.
Oh, Pete, you copied Matt.
I copied Matt.
Oh yeah. Okay, Texans, Dolphins. Your pick.
I'm actually going to think my team can win this week. I'll take Miami.
I don't want to copy you every time, but I also kind of think the Dolphins played pretty good football last week, but just some bad mistakes at bad times. I think they'll beat the Texans. Falcons, Saints.
You want to go first?
Yes, I will go first. And the Saints are coming off that big win against the Buccaneers. And the Falcons, man, they're just the Falcons, huh? I'm going with the Saints.
They just can't win, no matter. No, they do win sometimes, but
Rarely.
All right, let's disagree. I'll take the Falcons for this.
I see the Falcons just keep losing players, too. Calvin Ridley's out for nobody knows how long.
All right.
Yeah,
Right.
so he's dealing with some personal stuff.
All right.
Raiders, Giants.
Raiders.
See, I feel bad for Gary, but...
But-
See, the Raiders, everyone kind of thought that the Raiders... Charlie is trying to voice his picks from the other room. Everyone thought the Raiders were going to kind of fall apart. There's a lot of drama on that team. There's a lot of... Yeah,
right.
there's a lot of stuff happening with that team. But they still somehow win all the time.
They do.
Did the Giants win last week? They almost beat the Chiefs.
Yes.
You know what, Gary? I'm going with the Giants.
Ooh.
I'm going with they're at home,
Nice.
which, I mean, they share the stadium with the Jets. So, that must be tough to have a roommate like that.
Yep.
Patriots, Panthers.
Patriots, Panther. Oh, that's the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are facing Stephon Gilmore, who we just traded to the Panthers. Right. And we got like pocket lint in return, like literally nothing.
But I heard that the Panthers are only going to use him on third down.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's still learning the system. Or
that surprises me because he played last week and he was kind of doing that. He wasn't playing a lot. He
Right.
got an interception actually last week.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that surprises me. Trish needs to. Someone left that dog alone.
I guess.
Bills, Jaguars.
Bills.
Yeah, same. Vikings, Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Agreed. I'll go with the Ravens too. So we disagree on 2 games so far?
Yes.
Yep.
One, because I feel like you just wanted to disagree. I'm
No,
surprised.
I'm really torn.
Surprised you picked the Falcons.
I'm torn
genuinely
between
surprised.
that. I went back and forth.
Chargers at Eagles.
I'll take the Chargers.
Chargers lost to the Pats last week, and the Eagles have actually playing pretty good football. I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Oh, we disagree on 3.
Packers at Chiefs. Now this,
Oh,
if Aaron Rodgers was playing,
I would definitely go with the Packers.
yeah, without a doubt in my mind.
You want to go first?
This is Jordan Love's first. I think he's played. What did you tell me yesterday? He's played 7 snaps.
He said
in the
7.
NFL.
Yeah, 7 passes. I think.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was Aaron, I'd be picking the Packers all day.
Is that an afternoon game or night?
4:25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cardinals, 49ers.
Cardinals and 49ers.
Cardinals lost for the first time last week.
Yes. I'll go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Cardinals.
Because I have Kyler Murray as my QB.
Titans at Rams.
Rams.
Yeah.
Rams. They're hot.
See, the Titans are a weird team.
They are. Derrick Henry's
out. Yeah. But they have Adrian Peterson,
He was my running back.
the legend from 10 years ago. No,
Derrick Henry.
I would love to see Adrian Peterson rush for like 300 yards.
It would be
at the age of 36.
It would be awesome.
As Matthew Berry of the ESPN Fantasy Show says, Derrick Henry is built different and Adrian Peterson is built different. So it might just work out.
Maybe.
They're both monsters. Anyways, last game, Monday night, Bears at Steelers.
Bears at Steelers. Well, I've been picking against the Steelers, and I've been regretting it, I guess. So I'll go with the Steelers.
I'm also going Steelers.
Okay.
Have the Steelers, what's their record this year? I feel like I feel like I've heard nothing about the Steelers,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I don't know. I low-key feel like they've been doing okay.
Want me to check the standings?
Nah,
or-
we're
Oh,
all
okay.
set.
All right. So those were our football picks for week 9. We shall see.
Let's see, Diane did say something real quick.
Okay.
She said, Scott wants me to remind folks that the Saints may have beat the Bucks 3 times, or 4, during the past couple of years, but the Bucks won the game when it really mattered.
This is true.
That's true,
Yeah.
but I'm going off recent events. They lost.
It must be, who's it, Sean? Who's the coach? Sean Payton
Yeah,
of the Saints?
I think so, yeah.
He must know something. He's got some scheme to beat the Bucks.
I mean, Jameis is beating his former team.
Yeah. All right.
Which Wait, what? No, did Jameis get hurt last week or was the week before?
Week before.
Oh, so James didn't even play last week.
Yeah. All right, brief look in the news this morning. American Girl dolls and the strategy board game Risk were inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame yesterday.
Forgot that was a thing.
Sand, which is likely the oldest toy ever, was also inducted during a ceremony at the hall after winning over a panel of experts. Also in the running this year, we talked about this, I think, earlier, the game of Battleship, Mahjong, billiards, Cabbage Patch Kids, and the Fisher-Price Corn Popper. No, Corn Popper! Anyone...
They didn't make it?
No, did not make it.
Oh.
They were in the running, but did not make it.
Who was it that played? Someone in the chat played Mahjong.
I believe so, yeah. I'm told that anyone can nominate a toy, but to be considered, they must have withstood tests of time and memory, changed play or toy design, and fostered learning and creativity. So you're telling me the Fisher-Price Corn Popper doesn't qualify?
Yeah, right?
Well, I mean...
Taught me how popcorn works, I guess.
Sure. It was nominated, but didn't win.
Can we? How do we nominate the? Well, I wonder if it's already in the Little Tykes car, the yellow roof.
Oh, the red
sides.
car.
I mean, that thing was legendary.
We'll have to check and see if it is in.
Yeah.
All right. Nearly 80% of parents drive slower when their kids are in the car, and I used to.
Used to. Nowadays, I don't give a crap about you.
You guys are in your 20s.
We are speeding through this town.
We are good. Researchers surveyed 2,000 parents of children younger than 5. They found that 71% think the holiday season is the most challenging time of the year to plan family trips. Despite that, 74% of families are planning to travel this holiday season. I know whenever I had you guys, the term was, I'm driving with precious cargo, so I take care. I don't jump out into traffic as quick as I used to.
Barf. Oh, God. Have you met me? I just went on like a 5-minute rant about you picking on me for saying, and we're live.
That was...
And you enjoy my company? You call me precious?
There was a time.
Who's paying you?
There was a
I
time.
will say, though, Trish 100% drives like a grandma while we're in the car. And when we're out of the car, she drives like a NASCAR driver.
Still?
It drives me crazy. Like,
Still?
Like, well, she'll be driving like 5 under the speed limit. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I drive fast for a living. And she thinks that's like the mic drop. I'm like, that's great, but we're late. You know? But yeah, she drives really slow with us in the car.
The thing everyone wants, but no one actually wears, is the title of this story. Every athlete wants a championship ring, but no one actually wears them. Houston Astros third baseman Alex Bregman said he hasn't worn his World Series ring or even looked at it since he got it back in 2017. Even Mr. October, do you remember who that was?
Reggie Jackson.
Yes, the 5-time champion Reggie Jackson does not wear his World Series rings. The only thing I'll say about this is, like, if you've ever seen the Patriots Super Bowl ring or anybody's, that thing is huge.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, they do it for like the pregame shows because, you know, once you
Right.
retire from the NFL, you're
Right.
contractually obligated to become a broadcaster.
Yes, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, no. One thing I do want to know, because you also have the option to get cufflinks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but what I don't know is, can you like get the ring and cufflinks, or can you only get one of the two? And then, to be honest, I mean, the ring is cooler. Like, you want the ring,
Right.
but the cufflinks are probably more practical,
Yeah, they'd wear them
less
more.
noticeable. Like, it's
I
not
would
like
think-
you're walking around with a big ring.
I would think number one, it would be. I mean, those rings have how many diamonds in them? So, are you going to wear that to like Walmart? You know,
Yeah.
walk in
Well, that's,
Walmart.
yeah,
with
well,
this
that's true
big
too.
bling
You
and-
save it. It's like a class ring. Who wears their class ring anymore? Trish actually had a really good idea. She I don't know if she still does it. She had it on her keychain.
Oh, cool.
Like on her car keys. And
That's
I was
right.
Like, I was like, that
remember
makes
that.
sense because you get to see it,
See it,
every
yeah.
day, but you don't have to wear it because who the hell is wearing their class ring? I might start doing that. I might just start wearing my class ring everywhere just to
Go
be
for it.
obnoxious.
Go for it.
Like, you're about to see me in the McDonald's drive-thru with my class ring on,
Love it.
just rocking it. Biggest waste of money. Biggest scam schools have ever thought of. Class rings.
The company comes with the brochure.
Do the
and-
schools get a cut of that company's money?
Good
Because
question.
they promote the crap out of school rings. They're like, you're going to miss it. Do you want to miss this memory? They like guilt trip you. They're like, do you want to miss this memory? This is your only chance. You go to high school one time, if you're lucky.
I wonder if the school does get anything.
Because they go so hard with it.
Yep. And they only allow.
I would think so.
There's no competition, right? It's only one company that comes in.
This one company has monopolized the class ring game.
Yep.
I feel like we should talk about that. Who wants to start a class ring company with me? Let's drive prices down. Let's get things normal, people. Come on.
Let's do it. Experts are warning pet owners about the dangers that some of those chemical hand warmers can pose to animals after a puppy in Alaska got sick after he ate one. 2 children and their neighborhood friends were outside playing in the backyard with their puppy. The kids went back inside briefly to have their mother help them open their hand warmer packages. Soon after they finished playing, the dog started to vomit. Turns out the dog got a hold of one of the hand warmers and ingested some of the contents. The dog had to be rushed to an animal hospital, and after spending the night in the hospital and being treated for a week, he got better. Experts say hand warmers contain iron, and ingestion may result in vomiting, GI ulceration, shock, cardiovascular compromise, and even liver injury. Yikes. Don't let them near your hand warmers.
I mean, what is in there? Can we not make a safer? I feel like that stuff.
Well, they said it's the iron that upsets their stomach.
I feel like, can we make a better combination of things?
I would think it's possible.
I feel like that stuff is in, like, I don't know, gunpowder.
And a woman in Michigan revealed that another store customer's complaints led her to buy a scratch-off lottery ticket that earned her $500,000. The 65-year-old woman was at a gas station when she overheard another customer's complaints about a lottery game. She then bought. Evidently, they tried to sell her not the ticket she wanted. Mm-hmm. She was like, I didn't want that. I wanted that one. Well, she bought the scratch-off ticket that the woman didn't want. And she won $5. Wouldn't that be the thing?
I really hope that lady was there to watch this lady win $500,000.
And how does she feel?
Like, at that point, when you see someone else do that, do you become a good person? Like, do you think she self-reflected and was like, wow, me being a Karen has resulted in me missing out on $500,000?
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Nah, she's probably she was probably more angry.
The winner said her jackpot will allow her to retire and make some investments.
Aw.
Time for Feel Good Friday. And again, if you have anything going on in your life that you want to celebrate or just tell us about, feel free to let us know. You can call our number to leave us a voicemail about that, as someone did, or you can email it to us, thepetebraleyshow@gmail.com. I've got one first here. It says, they call themselves the oldest brewery in America after David Yingling arrived from Germany in 1829 and decided to make beer in the coal mining town of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Well, this month, they made a special delivery to a woman who might be the oldest beer drinker in America. The brewery drove a big truck right up to Margaret DeLulo's house in Spring Township, Pennsylvania, to deliver an early birthday gift of 20 cases of her favorite beer.
Wow.
She will soon turn 107, and the silver-haired churchgoer has famously attributed her longevity to drinking a can of Yingling Lager every day.
There we go.
Now
everyone that's like, oh, you need X amount of steps to live longer. Nope. Can of beer.
Now she has a free stash for the next 480 days. Although someone did point out in the comments, that beer's going to go stale.
Yeah, yeah.
What do they call it? A skunky beer?
Yeah, does she just have one, or is it at least one? Because if not, they're right. Yeah.
She drinks a can of beer, so.
Wow.
I don't know.
I mean, good for her. Good for her. And good for them. I mean, free beer to a lady that deserves it.
We did get a call yesterday with a Feel Good Friday note, a local note. So let's check that out.
Next Thursday.
Sorry.
Hello, it's Diane with a Feel Good Friday. Next Thursday, the 11th, is Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I salute all of our servicemen and women, as well as their families, loved ones that they have to leave behind to do their job. I especially salute my husband, Scott, who out of high school became a Navy corpsman stationed with the Marines at Lejeune. He broke his neck his third year while doing cold weather training. Fortunately, he was not paralyzed in any way. He still continually carries, though, neck pain, yet he still continues to work hard. So hats off to my husband and all servicemen and women on Veterans Day, Thursday, November 11th.
All right. Yes, definitely. Hats off to all veterans.
Yeah.
And I bet your husband can tell when rain is coming, right? Because I bet he can feel that in his neck. But yeah, Veterans Day coming up on Thursday this week. So We think of all the veterans. And, of course, we have a few in the family that are currently serving, so we think of them. So one story came to mind. My son-in-law, Stephen, this is Sarah's husband, Liam's father, is currently doing workups. Mm-hmm. So he has to go out on the ship for like 2 weeks, and he's back.
It's just like random periods of time.
Yeah. He goes out for 3 weeks and comes back. I don't know what they do out there, just doing donuts in the ocean or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
that's it, I'm sure. That's the only thing they're doing.
Yeah. But 2-year-old Liam went to the pier the last time his dad was going out for 2 weeks. And as his dad walked away, he just looked out the window and he was like, I go. And it just, I mean, that was so touching to me.
This was supposed to be Feel Good Friday. We're all just bummed now. Let's tell.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
Oh, till last night he came home.
Yeah. And he was very excited.
Yeah, Sarah and Liam were there on the what do you call it? The port, the wharf dock. And
Wharf, for sure. Is that the one where they have roller coasters and stuff?
No.
That one,
so,
for sure.
Sarah took a picture of Liam with his whole head sticking out the passenger side window going, Daddy!
Yep. He was taking too long. He was he was getting a little irritated. He was like, hey, let's go. We got the things to do. We got Mickey to watch. We got crackers to eat, fluff to eat. Come on now.
We got to go.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a theme on Twitter I noticed yesterday. It was a continuing theme of boomers say, what millennials say, and some of these struck me as funny. Some of these you can probably say, yeah, you do that.
Let's see.
I'm a boomer. He's a Gen Z. We figured out. Boomers love saying, just nuke it when something could be warmed up in a microwave.
Yes, you say that all the time.
Yeah. Boomers love saying, playing phone tag, can't get through.
Everybody in this family.
Boomers love saying, let's see if this works when handing over a credit card.
Yeah.
Former retail days?
I don't know if you do that, but yeah, people do that.
I don't think I have. No. I don't think I say that.
I also will say that everyone, like if your card gets declined, everyone gets really embarrassed. And like, I get why, but I would say probably like 90% of the time it's the store's fault. Like it's probably the machine's fault.
Okay.
Like there's no need to get embarrassed.
I've had that happen.
Yeah.
I've had that happen when, sir, it doesn't work. And your immediate feeling is, oh, they think I'm a scum who has no money.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone thinks, I mean, my card's gone declined just because like the chip stopped working.
Okay.
So, yeah. So don't be embarrassed.
And the final one, I know you've said this,
mm-hmm.
and I know some of our commenters have. Boomers love to say, well, I guess it's free if the item doesn't ring up.
My thing, and we've talked about this before, but like, do you think that's original? Like, it feels like every time someone says that, they think that they came up with it.
Yeah,
like, they think they're ready for the laugh that's about to happen.
You think you're the first one that's ever tried that?
Oh, boy.
All right. Now, millennials, what did we figure? Sarah's a millennial?
Yeah, I think Doug is too.
Sarah?
I don't know about Kat, though. I don't know where Kat lies.
Okay. Millennials love saying, so I did a thing.
Mm-hmm.
When the thing could be like they bought a desk.
Yep.
You know?
You like bought a car, so I did a thing. You bought a new TV, I did a thing. You buy like a frying pan. Shout out, Matt. I did a thing.
Millennials love saying an oldie but a goodie, and then they send you a YouTube link from 2008.
See, that one I don't. I've probably heard before, but that one I don't really hear people say all that much. No.
All right. Millennials love saying cuteness overload.
Mm.
You get that sometimes.
Anytime there's a picture of any pet or baby.
Mm. Millennials love saying, I was today years old when I learned this.
You.
Of course, I just said that last week.
You say that quite frequently, I feel like. Yeah.
I just learned it.
But a lot of people say it.
I got to say, I just learned it, so I use it. Millennials love saying, right, every 10 words when they're explaining something.
I was trying to think if I did that, but I don't. I feel
do.
like that's something you probably wouldn't know if you did that. Someone
True.
would have to tell you.
True.
Right?
Yep.
Did you get that? Thanks. Thanks,
So-
everybody.
So I came downstairs, right, and I sat in my chair, right, and I was all set to do the show. So
Yeah, I don't think I do that.
No, you don't.
I don't think so.
And let's see. Why do millennials love saying and go when they ask for recommendations of literally anything? You know, like you'll see that online sometimes. You'll say, need a plumber and go. Like
Yeah, that's another one I feel like I don't hear all that much.
No, you don't?
No.
No.
Well, the phrase sounds familiar, but I don't, not in recommendations. Where else would you use that?
And go.
I don't know.
Not really but maybe, give me an idea. Give me an idea for a Halloween costume and go.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds familiar, but not with recommendations.
Okay. Any chats before I...
Oh, yeah, let's see here. We had some people talking about class rings.
Oh, okay. Sure. What's up?
Where'd it go? Diane said, yeah, schools get a cut, just like when you buy school pictures and yearbooks. Yay, go schools. But yeah, you wonder why they shove that down your throat. They're like...
Did you enjoy high school? Because I know I
enjoyed the social aspect of high school, like being with friends, playing sports.
Right.
I didn't like class. No one does.
And you feel
I don't like stupid rule, like you can't chew gum. Like, why? Like, you can't be on your phone, but it's you that pays if you're on your phone, because then you don't pass and you don't move forward. So you are the one that suffers. Yeah, I feel like I don't see a problem if I just want to check and see if I got a text real quick in between classes.
Oh, no.
Like if I'm in the hall.
But how about during a class?
Well, you have some respect, but like even then, like teachers have times when they're in between lectures or something. You got like a couple minutes. Like, why can't I just pull out my phone, just see if I got anything, put it down?
Okay.
I mean, I guess the argument everyone's going to say is, yeah, but everyone's rude. You can't trust anyone because the kids are going to take advantage of it. It's like,
somebody will ruin
it's
it.
True, but I don't know. I don't like the that stuff, like the pointless rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyways, back to the class ring thing. Gail said, can I work in design? I'm not a salesperson. I don't think we'll need sales because with our pricing and how gorgeous the rings will be,
right?
Everyone's
with your designs.
Because that's the thing. We're going to make a ring that like people actually wear. We're not going to make these big honking things that you're going to keep in a drawer.
And Gail, with your designs, I mean, they're going to fly off the shelf.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Diane did say class rings are available through other companies, even at jewelry counters and department stores, so you can get them customized with anything you want.
Oh.
Yeah, but the school doesn't shove that down your throat, so you don't know about it.
They don't even tell you that
They're
option,
like, hey, this is the one company. Check out their very professionally developed pamphlet that they've
I just
created.
remembered their name, but I don't think it's fair to...
No, we're not going to say it.
No.
Because, I mean, they're just trying to make a buck.
Yep.
They're just making too many bucks. Let's see. Justin said, I feel like every old person attributes their long life to a product so they can get brand deals. I've seen so many of these stories. Is that true? I haven't seen too much, but that would be a great idea, though. I think we just need to amp it up. Just be like, I attribute my long life to Tesla stock. That's what I think. I think my long life is due to Tesla stock. Yeah. I do think so.
Yep.
Let me get some. Diane said, if the weather was dependent on my husband's neck, we would be living in a rainforest.
Yes. Yep.
Gary said, my dad with crispy money always says, well, of course it is. I made it in the basement today. That's every time. See, that reminded me. Anytime you would check at the store, and it was store policy, like a big denomination of a bill,
you have to check.
You have to check it to make sure it's not counterfeit. And anytime you would check it, whether you held it up to the light or sometimes you had the marker or sometimes you had a little machine, anytime you checked it, they would crack that joke. Like, yep, just printed it this morning. It's like, listen, first off, I could care less if it's counterfeit. I don't make this bill.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it so, I don't get fired. Plus, at the end of the night, it's a whole process you got to go through if the bill's counterfeit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the machine doesn't.
Do you have it happen? Have you had it happen?
I personally haven't. I think Kat has.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have to talk to Kat about it. But yeah, they love that printing joke. It's like, yeah, you're right, because printing money, that's hot, so funny.
The only time I've ever used that joke, I think, is when I have new money that is stuck together and I'm trying to separate it. So
kind of along the lines of Gary's dad.
I just made it this morning, so.
Yeah. Diane says millennials using the word like 12 times in a sentence. I feel like I just got subtweeted.
Oh, and you know what? You know what really irritates me is people that end a sentence on an up note.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to Matt last night, and we were talking about the show, and we came up with all these different ideas that we're going to try.
The other day,
I hate that.
Trish was on a work call, and from the other room, you could hear it because she had it on speakerphone, and he was just so irritated. He was like fuming because the person that was talking was like, okay, everybody, so this is what we're doing. And if this is a problem, you might have to do this or this, and it was just constant. And but at one point he said it like loud. He was like, I hate it when people do, and I was like, Dad, like we don't know if she's muted or not. Right. Just rashing on this lady. All right. Anyways, back to you.
All right, moving on this Friday. Clever relationship hacks that the happiest couples use, and it says you should too. Now, here's the one I don't get. Okay, I've never heard of this one, and I've been happily married for 40 years, but if you and your partner are indecisive about where to eat or what movie to watch, play the 5-3-1 game.
Okay. What don't you?
Have you ever heard of that? I've never heard of the 5-3-1 game.
No, I haven't heard about it, but I read it in the script, and it makes a lot of sense. It's a good idea.
Here's how it works, all right? One person names 5 choices. The other vetoes 2 of them. Mm-hmm. So you've got 3. And then the first person eliminates the remaining 2. Ta-da! So you've got one place to go.
Yeah.
So there's no more, where do you want to eat? I don't care. What do you want to do? I don't care. What do you want to do?
I think we might have to try this for takeout nights here.
Well, we're doing takeout tonight, I guess.
The only problem is we have 3 people. So would it be one person comes up with 5, one person eliminates 2, the other person eliminates 2?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can just see this happening where, you go through this process, 5-3-1, and then when the...
Disagree on the one.
Exactly. When you come up with this plan, you say, okay, we're going to... with us, it would be the pasta house. All right, we're going to the pasta house. Nah, I don't want to go there. I'm not in the mood for that.
We haven't had the pasta house in years.
I know.
That was a weird example.
Well, it's just the first restaurant I thought of.
Okay. So. I will say one good trick I heard was if it's just you and another person, just say like, hey, guess where we're going for dinner? And you'll be like, Chipotle. And then just go to Chipotle. Like
I have heard that.
Whatever they say, just do that.
That's what's on their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
See, it wouldn't work with me, though, because every time, guess where we're going for dinner? I'd be like, burritos.
Burritos.
Be like, yes, we're getting burritos. 2 days later. Okay. Guess where we're going? Burritos?
Yep.
Okay, Matt.
Is that your vote for tonight?
Always. I could have burritos every day. I'm not even kidding.
Number 2, and the things that happy couples do here, the person who cooks should not do the dishes. It's only fair.
Yeah, you guys do that.
Yeah. Number 3, every cohabitating couple needs a separate room with a door that shuts, maybe even locks. You can use this room for napping, reading, listening to music, wrapping presents, having private phone conversations, even sulking if you want to. But you should have your own room. We didn't have a big enough house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe once I finally leave, like 60 years from now, maybe you guys can
your room
get your own rooms.
Will be the room.
Yeah. You always joke it's going to be your naked room. That was the joke for the longest time.
That was the joke. What was the name of that movie? There was a movie where Terry Bradshaw had a naked room where he'd be naked and he'd go in that room, watch TV, read a book, whatever. So that was his naked room. So that's where I got the joke.
Yeah.
So
please don't do that. I can just imagine I make any sort of success with music and like my first hit song was written in that room. Just be like, so where was that room, that song written?
Let's go visit that room.
Oh, my childhood bedroom. Oh, what what's it now? Is it still set up with your no. Can we skip over that question? Why is it it is a very sensitive subject. Yes, yeah.
Number 4, you should thank each other for everything. Now, it's not necessary to go crazy, like when someone takes the garbage out, but it is nice to show and be shown abbreviation for even the most everyday obligations. That's one your mother believes in, and I think I kind of follow suit. I don't think I've been,
neglecting it this whole time.
Yeah. For all these years.
Churches every day. Like, thanks, Pete. And you're just like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She did mention that in a, I don't know if it was a Facebook post or she did mention that, something about, to show appreciation for the little things,
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah.
Number 5, don't tell your partner that they're wrong about insignificant things. For example, if your guy says that Steven Spielberg directed Star Wars, laugh a little on the inside, but you don't have to tease him for not knowing that the answer is really George Lucas.
See, I disagree with that one.
Do you really?
This could be why I'm single. Because I think that if you're with someone, you should it would be no problem for you to be like, "No, are you kidding me? It's so and so,
It's
and you
George
both
Lucas.
laugh about it. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that's that big of a deal. Also, I don't think that's insignificant. Like, I don't think you can walk around with that piece of information in your mind.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm trying to think of something insignificant. What's a good example?
Good question.
This is the part we always do on the show. We never prepare these things, and then we
Well, they just come
we
up
sit
out of
here
the
for like
blue.
45 minutes, and we're
Just
like,
come up out of the
"What's
blue.
a good example to
A
make
good
something
example.
remotely funny?"
What if you forget to turn the light off at night, or
Maybe.
Yeah, if you forget to bring in the mail.
But that's not really not knowing something insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like if you don't know the Pythagorean theorem. I guess.
yes.
I don't know. Dumb example.
So you
I
don't remember.
I don't think you need to rash.
Don't remember birthdays. I mean, not of each other, but like a niece or nephew's birthday.
Yeah.
So, and it also says, for the love of God, do not correct each other's grammar in public.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Going back to the other one, I wouldn't correct them in public, like in front of a bunch of people. Like, what, idiot?
No,
did you just say whom?
Yeah.
Or did you just say who? It's whom. Like, no,
Good one.
No, don't do that. But
And finally, a tip is to think before you speak. Whenever a difficult conversation keeps you from phrasing your thoughts coherently, ask your partner to give you a moment instead of trying to fill up the silence in the air with whatever it is you have to say. Saying the wrong thing is much worse than an awkward break in the conversation. So,
I don't think that's relationship advice. I think that's life advice.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how we get into all these pissing contests on Facebook. Just think. Do I need to type this on Facebook?
Yes. Yes.
Would I say this to this person's face on Facebook? Cat's here. I did not expect that.
She's trying to sneak in, and you have to say, "Cat's here."
You do it all the time. Anytime Trish is here, like, Trish is here.
Yeah. What were we going to ask, Kat? Oh, have you ever had someone at the store give you a counterfeit bill?
You did, right? Yeah.
You did?
What do you do in that process? Oh,
He's
there
called
you
the
go.
boss.
Call the boss.
Call the boss.
Call the boss, man.
It's your
Yeah.
problem.
I was like, oh, I have a problem with the computer. Hold on.
Yeah. Because I was saying, how many times have you checked for counterfeit and the people in front of you go, "Yep, just printed it this morning."
She's just rolling her eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Time for today's fascinating facts. Did you know that NASCAR drivers can lose up to 10 pounds in sweat during a race?
That's gross.
During a race, the temperature inside one of those cars can reach 170 degrees due to the engine activity and traction. Despite ventilation systems that blow cool air into the seats, they blow cool air into the helmet too and near the feet. The heat can still lead drivers to lose between 5 and 10 pounds during a race.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
See, that's another one of those things, though, where I'm like, have we not created a better way to do that? I feel like that's something we could probably control.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we send things to space, and somehow people don't burn up. So I don't know.
Should be a way.
Right.
Random question time, and we did get some answers on Facebook yesterday. Our question yesterday was, what is something you love to eat, but it's a real pain to prepare? I said a clam boil. Bernadette said lasagna, which I hadn't thought of. That's
Ooh.
true. Many steps to that. Of course,
He
hates lasagna.
You know, I wake up every morning, I'm like, I'm not trying to start fights on the Pete Braley Show. I think lasagna's gross. I think ricotta cheese is disgusting.
That's why you don't like lasagna.
It's like chalk. It's like you made pasta is phenomenal. Pasta, in my opinion, is like the best form of food.
You love pasta.
Love pasta.
And you're okay with spaghetti sauce. You prefer Alfredo.
I prefer different sauces than red sauce, but red sauce is good.
Okay.
But it's like you go down and then you get to the bottom and you're like, chalk. And why? Why? Who enjoys that?
I do.
No, it tastes with
Cat
cat. Put your
does.
hand down.
Cat
Put your
likes
hand down,
lasagna.
cat.
So
Yeah. Not a fan of lasagna. I'm sorry.
now, is that worse than potato salad or better than
Potato salad.
It's better than
Yeah. I'll eat lasagna if I have to.
Okay.
I won't eat potato salad.
Gotcha. Amanda said homemade kale soup with Portuguese pops. I've never made it, but I guess there would be a number of
I'm
steps.
trying to think if I've had kale soup. A lot of
I don't
people
know.
love kale soup. Like they put it on a pretty high pedestal.
I think your Aunt Denise makes a kale soup.
All right, we're gonna have to get some kale soup so I can try it.
And Pauline said chicken croquets or croquettes. But I don't think I've ever made that, so I don't know what's involved in that.
Trying to think of how that would be pronounced.
So
Interesting.
today's question: what is your best example of buy it before you need it? What's the best example of something you should buy before you need? I said a fire extinguisher because, as he pointed out, you don't want to see a fire and say, "Oh, gotta go to Walmart, honey."
I mean, I guess that is something you'd probably buy after a fire as well. You know, when a fire goes wrong, you'd be like, you know what?
We better have one.
Should probably get a fire extinguisher.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You told me last night you had an answer.
Yeah, Justin actually had the same answer in the chat, surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
Toilet paper. I feel like that's the only correct answer. What good is toilet paper if you don't have it before the incident? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't have the, I guess technically you could have the incident and then go buy toilet paper, but that would be bad for all parties involved.
Yes, it would. Yeah.
No. So toilet paper was mine. Yeah.
I have another one on the list. That
okay.
It's kind of related.
Let's hear it.
Toilet plunger.
No.
Don't you want to buy a plunger before you need it?
Yes, but I will say that, you could technically run into the problem, run to the store, get one, and come back and fix it. So
technically you could. I'll give
if
you
we're
that.
ranking answers, mine's better. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, sure.
Do we have any others that are coming in?
Yeah, let's see. Diane said diapers and formula.
Yes.
True when I had babies and still true now that I borrow other people's babies. There you go. Put that. Make sure that's on the resume. That no daycare, no babysitting, which babysitting is still a weird term. But anyways, borrowing other people's babies.
Do we want that posted in the public chat?
She's not stealing, borrowing.
Oh, she's borrowing.
She gives them back.
Okay.
She takes them for a period of time.
If one borrows, one returns.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We don't condone borrowing other people's babies.
No.
Unless it's like a legit, they're paying you to do it.
They give you permission.
It's called daycare services. Let's see. Gail said coffee and half. It must be readily available. Yeah, this is a big half and half guy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I had to go to 7-Eleven and get this guy half and half last week. After I went and painted, and I didn't know until I got home that I had paint on my face. I walked into a public place with paint all over my face. Thanks, Kat. It's your fault. You bought the house. You needed me to paint. Yeah. I got home, looked in the mirror, and I was like, You're kidding me. Luckily, there was only like 4 people in 7-Eleven, but those 4 people
Did they laugh at you?
judged me. No.
Did they? Okay.
They were like looking at me. And I don't know, it's kind of like just a awkward person thing to do. You always assume everyone's looking at you. You're like, why are you looking at me? Like, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
But I felt like they were looking at me more than normal. I was like, and it was like some dude, like some old dude just like smoking a cigarette outside of 7-Eleven. I'm like, who are you? Why are you looking at me? Like, who do you think you are? Do you know who I am? I'm Matt Braley from the Pete Braley Show.
Because you have painted on your face, Matt Braley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was an idiot.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everybody. Does anyone have any other answers?
I have a couple. An EpiPen. Buy it before you need
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Medicine, whether it's over the counter or prescription, you should have it before you need it.
Most times, yeah.
Yeah. And the final one I have is a will. Which is something you need to buy before you need.
You know what's funny? Now, looking at it, I'm like, Matt, you're an idiot. Of course you would have to pay for it. But why does it feel like that's something you don't have to pay for?
A will?
Yeah. Like, why? I don't know. I feel like you don't buy a will.
No, but you're paying for the legals. Like
You have to get it notarized, right?
We had it drawn up by a lawyer.
Is that what the correct
I think it has,
lawyer term is?
It has to be witnessed and maybe notarized. So,
well, because like you can write your will yourself.
they have them online.
Yeah.
You can get a will online.
So you're paying for like the legalities of it.
Right, to make it, I guess, remove doubt when you do die.
That's true.
Yeah.
Make sure it was you that wrote it, I guess. Now, do you have to write it in front of someone, or can I bring it to you and say, we should probably ask a lawyer, not a talk show host.
Well,
what does he know?
You sit down with the lawyer and you discuss, like, we had to name an executor of the will, the person that, when Mom and I go, the person that will sit down and say, hey, kids, he left this to you. And
Did you pick someone? Now, if you pick someone cool like David Ortiz, is that allowed?
No.
And can he have to hit me up and be like, hey?
No, it should be somebody you know. It should not be a relative, I think. I think it should be, like a friend.
David Ortiz. I consider David Ortiz a friend. He might not consider.
Does David consider Matt a friend?
We'll have to ask him.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that. If you can get through to him, you let me know.
Sounds good.
So there's our random question for today. We'll post it later on social media. Some Hollywood headlines before we go to Foodie Friday here. Gal Gadot, who played, now what was she, Wonder Woman? Gail?
I don't know.
Okay, well, anyway.
Why do you put me on the spot?
Not Gail. Gal. Gal Gadot is in final negotiations to star as the Evil Queen in Disney's live-action take on its 1938 classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The Evil Queen is the one who steps to her magic mirror and famously asks, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" There's no date yet announced for this movie. Rachel Zegler is set to play Snow White, the future princess.
Nice.
And good news for Ed Sheeran and Ed Sheeran fans. He has been cleared to perform on Saturday Night Live this weekend. After testing positive for COVID, he took to Instagram and wrote, posting this pic to say, "I'm released from COVID isolation today, so if you see me out and about, I've had the all clear and done my quarantine." He added, "Excited to hit the ground running with work again, and SNL is still on, so tune in Saturday. See you there." Sheeran is set to perform 2 songs on this week's show, which will be hosted by Kieran Culkin, the star of Succession. We have a new feature for you today. It is something we're going to call Foodie Friday, where we visit different places to check them out. Our first Foodie Friday is Best Teas, located in New Bedford. Now, you heard about this from your friend Justin,
Yes,
right?
so this is Justin's recommendation, so
Okay.
he's liable for however we enjoy this.
Okay, so this is, it has a plastic cover on,
Oh, we're describing it. Condensation on the side.
and it is cold.
Tastes
Yes.
good. Okay.
So you said I should
You just
spear it?
You just stab. I like the verb you use. Cat's here too, so if I'm looking, it's because we have an audience. I'm nervous.
Yay!
Yeah, no, you just stab it. So let's see.
So I don't peel it off. No, that would make a mess.
That would make a mess.
So anywhere or just...
Just stab it.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Success.
So
Now,
so this is bubble tea. I think it's also called boba. I'm not an expert, so I hope no one. Someone said it was good. I tried it. It was good. So
Okay.
here we are.
It's
there's
bubble tea?
So it's tea,
Yeah.
but it has little bubbles, whatever balls.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
It's ball tea.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And they have juice inside. I believe these are mango.
So if you bite the little bubble thing, it has mango in
Yeah,
it?
it might sneak through the straw. It might surprise you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, let me try.
Here we go.
I got a little bubble thing.
Did you? Did you let it pop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird sensation.
This is very good, though.
It is good.
Yeah.
This has turned into ASMR drinking.
ASMR.
Yeah. It's like when people make noises like right at the microphone.
Oh.
It's really weird. Every now and then I'm scrolling through TikTok and there's someone live streaming they'll take like a marker and just rub it up against the microphone.
Why?
I don't know. Thousands of people watch it. It's very concerning for the human race.
My last sip, I got like 4 of those bubbles in my... It's funny when one goes in, it's like, ooh, what's that?
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's definitely, but it tastes great. So whatever they're doing, keep doing it. Should we rate it like all the other food reviewers on the internet?
You want to do like 1 out of 10?
1
or
out of 10?
something?
Let's do
A
it.
scale of 1 to 10?
Yes.
With 10 being the best.
You sound like you have a mouthful of...
I still have the little
Bubbles.
bubble things.
Yeah. Are you going to eat it or are we going to do the rest of it with it in your mouth?
I would give it a 7, at least a 7.
7 out of 10?
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
I would probably give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
I like tea. I don't drink tea too often, but it's a good like iced tea. I like it. 8 out of 10 from me.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me. I like it.
But wait, there's more.
What?
They also have macaroons.
Oh,
So we
how
picked up some
lovely.
macaroons.
How lovely.
We have vanilla and coffee. Which one would you like first?
I'll go with the coffee.
Coffee? It's the darker one.
Darker
then.
one?
Yes.
Yep. Are we trying both?
I'll do coffee as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God. Making noise. All right, here we
This
go.
is from Best Teas.
Yes. Phenomenal.
Very good.
See, I always thought macaroons were crunchy, but they're not. Like they're kind of soft, so it's very nice.
I felt that way too. I thought it would be a crunchy cookie. Really, really a hard cookie, but...
Phenomenal.
Oh, that's a 9 out of 10.
9 out of
9 out of
That's
10
a high
for
score.
me.
See, I'm worried that we're going to give too high of scores, and then everything else is related.
Yeah,
but
this-
I think I'm also going to go 9 out of 10.
Because I don't want them to suffer because they're the first.
Yeah.
All right.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for me from the tea. 9 out of 10 for the macaroons.
7 out of 10 for the tea. What did we say? 9?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 for the macaroons.
I'm genuinely surprised that you like the tea because you're not a tea guy.
I'm not a big tea guy. I love
I
my
don't know
coffee.
the last time I've seen this dude drink tea.
I
mean,
know.
you drink like Crystal Light tea sometimes.
Yes. I'll have some
So
but very
that's why
rare.
I thought you would maybe like it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you gave it a high score.
Gonna figure it? Mm-hmm. Just give us a few minutes while we enjoy.
Yeah.
So a shout out to Best Teas in New Bedford, and where was it? For
It's in
anyone?
downtown. It's right off.
Downtown.
Yeah, it's I don't know what street. It's the street off of Union. It's not Union. It's like one of the streets off.
Okay.
Google it, people. We got Google. Yeah.
But we recommend it. And by the way, if you would like to suggest where we go next or what we try next, feel free to put it in the chats, or you can let us know in the comments. Who do you think we should feature next on a Foodie Friday?
Foodie Friday.
Foodie Friday. All right. Do we have any more chats before we wrap up?
Yeah, let's see here.
Okay.
Emily did say, where was it? Emily said kids can be on their phones now. Times have changed.
Oh, wow.
What? I was in college a year ago, and even some of those professors didn't let you on your phone. So,
Wow.
what school is that? Let me know.
Let us know.
Also, should I be one of those grumpy people that are like, no, I couldn't use my phone, so you can't?
You can. Right.
Anyways, let's see. There's talk of croquet going on in here. Gail said, oh my, I'm seeing chickens playing croquet.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you pronounce that meal? Chicken crochet.
Is it
maybe picture crocheting chickens.
Is it chicken croquette or chicken crochet? I don't know.
The world may never know. Yeah. Also, some talk
croquet.
about ricotta cheese. Justin's not a fan.
No.
Gail said, I like ricotta, don't like pasta.
Wow. That's an interesting.
Who doesn't like pasta, Gail? Come on. Do you like any kind of pasta? Like they make chickpea pasta, they make
True.
Other pasta.
I've had some of those pastas living with Sarah.
Chickpea pasta isn't bad. It tastes a little different.
No, it's
but
not.
It's not terrible.
No, it wasn't too bad.
And Diane said, Matt, how much chalk did you eat as a toddler? I don't recall eating any, but if I had to equate ricotta cheese to something, tell me not chalk would be it.
Right.
Yeah.
And are we in agreement that Monday he should start the show by saying, and we're live?
We'll have to wait and see on Monday. Did we confirm, is it Pleasant Street? Besties? I think we did.
I think we looked it up.
We're going to confirm one more time so we can give the proper shout out.
And for a guy that doesn't usually drink iced tea, that was good.
It was good. Diane says croquette.
Okay.
Croquette.
Croquette.
Chicken croquette.
Oh.
Pleasant Street in New
Pleasant Street.
Bedford, downtown. Go check it out. It's a great place.
All right.
It's a great place.
So that'll do it for today. And hopefully we started today off on a good note. And thank you for being there every day, and especially all this week. It's always our goal to just have some fun, positive show in the morning. If you enjoy what we do, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We're live weekdays here on YouTube, but we're also available on all of your favorite podcast apps. Don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, any birthday or anniversary celebrations. Happy birthday, Gail, on Sunday. The number is 774-473-9910. Time for our thought for the day. Our thought today: when you focus on problems, you'll have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you'll have more opportunities. All right. Go out and make it a great day.
Goodbye, everyone.